Talk show. Shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom. Welcome in one more time right here to the Liberation Tabernacle of YAH. Oh man, delighted to be in this house with you one more time, my brothers and sisters. Again, all praise is due to the Most High. YAH, man, it is a pleasure. Um, Tonight we're in the house with you, and we doing it tonight. Let me get myself together. Y'all. Yeah, kind of discombobulate. Let me start this over. Shalom to you, brother. Shalom to Israel. Thank you for tuning in right here to Liberation Tabernacle of YAH. We are delighted to be in the house with you one more time right here for another presentation and another class with you. Tonight, yeah, we here in the house tag teaming tonight. Yes, you got the Morehs in the house. I said Morehs. I didn't say one Moreh. The Morehs, yes, sir. We have the Moreh David Israel in the house tonight, and you have myself, Moreh Ahrayah Israel, and we will be in the house tonight. Just having a little Tanakh talk. Yes, sir. Tanakh talk. We have Liberation Tabernacle of YAH, and we're just going to be going over various things, having Tanakh discussions, which most people would probably know in the Christian world as they call it a misnomer, called the Old Testament. And we know y'all ain't nothing old about it. Yes, sir. We know there's nothing old about it. Before we get into that, brothers and sisters, we're going to have to get a most high his praise, and we have to do this. We have to open up. First, let's open up with a prayer, and we're going to open up with Psalms 25, and then we're just going to go ahead and get on into this discussion tonight. Let's talk about various things. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in right there in the YouTube world, and right here tonight, though, we're actually broadcasting from talkshew.com, our podcast station right here on talkshew.com, which is always primarily hosted by my good brother, the Moreh David Israel, who holds it down right here on TalkShoe. And you can catch the podcast throughout iHeartRadio, the Apple Podcasting Store, Amazon, TuneIn Radio, and just look throughout wherever you listen to your podcast stations. Check out Liberation Tabernacle of YAH. We should be in those podcasting apps for all the episodes. So yes, do that as well. And so we always thank you for tuning in on YouTube, which this will be going on TalkShoe and YouTube. But let's get us some prayer, brothers and sisters. We got to get the Most High his praise, and we got to always ask the Most High for something, man, and that's showing up for his protection. But let's do this here, brother. Let's stand, let's face the east, and get my microphone together here so I can stand and we face the east, and our hands stretched out. And we start off by saying, "Oh Yahweh, God of our salvation, save us and gather us together and deliver us from the heathens, so that we may give thanks unto thy holy name and glory to thy praise. Blessed be thy holy name, O Yahweh, and Israel forever. O Yahweh, let them be confounded that persecute us, but let us not be confounded. Let our enemies be dismayed, but let us not be dismayed. Bring upon our enemies the day of evil and destroy them with double destructions. O Yahweh, forgive our fathers for breaking your Torah, and please forgive us for breaking your Torah. Help us to never bring shame upon thy holy name, nor reproach against thy works. For surely we have turned ourselves to thee, O Yahweh, trying to be upright. And as we confess our faults, please grant us protection against all of our faults, cleanse us of our secret faults, and guide us to the best of morals. For surely our prayers and our sacrifice and our lives and our death are all to thee, O YHWH. All praises due. All praises due. Now let's read Psalms 25 right fast, and then bring my brother, the Moreh David Israel, in here, and we're going to get this in here. But let's go ahead and get Psalms 25. Let me move some of this stuff out of my way, brothers and sisters. Yes, Psalms 25. Great Psalms. It says the Song of Ascent. Now we'll be reading this one from my complete Jewish study Bible. But Psalm 25 says that those who trust in YHWH are like Mount Zion, who cannot be removed, but remain forever. Jerusalem, mountains are all around it. Thus YHWH is all around his people henceforth and forever. For the scepter of wickedness will not rule the inheritance of the righteous, so that the righteous will not themselves turn their hands to evil. Do good, YHWH, to the good, to those upright in their heart. But as for those who turn aside to their own crooked ways, may YHWH turn them away along with those who do evil. Shalom, Israel. Yes, that was Psalms 125. Beautiful Psalms from our great one of our great kings. It wasn't too many of them, but David Dawid. So yes, sir, brothers and sisters, we thank you again for tuning in right here in Liberation Tabernacle of YAH. With that, I bring my brother in here, the Moreh David Israel, as we get ready to just have a little Tanakh discussion tonight, brothers and sisters. So I say with the greetings, shalom, my brother Moreh David Israel. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. Everything recording all right?
Say something else, bro.
Shalom, shalom.
Look like it. Yes, sir. Look like we good.
All right. So, like say Shema Yisrael, Adonai Lahainu Adonai Echad. In the name of Liberation Tabernacle of YAH, we greet you with Shabbat Shalom. This is Moreh David Israel, the rabbi of this congregation. I would like to say thank you to our good dear brother Moreh in this organization, this tabernacle. Speak no other than Moreh Ahrayah Israel. I thank you, brother. Thank that brother for holding it down. It is great to be able to come in the house, to be able to have a good Shabbat. We haven't gotten together in a long time, and I have been begging the brother for about a month. But you know, Moreh Ahrayah, he loves his studying, so you know, he's been doing a good job of studying. That's something he loves to do. So I finally got the brother to come on and do this service with me tonight. You know, so like I said, check out our YouTube page, Liberation Tabernacle of YAH, and check out our talk show, Liberation Tabernacle of YAH. So tonight, for me, you know, y'all know Moreh David, he always got something. I always got something for you all. Always teaching on a lot of things. There's something that I want to speak on tonight, and I'm going to go to the book of Exodus. And y'all know that's like one of my favorite things to go to. And I told Moreh Ahrayah I was going to bring some stuff up tonight. We was going to bring in a lot of stuff, speak on various topics, you know, stuff that need to get spoken on. So I'm going to go to the scripture, Exodus, the 20th chapter. And I'm going to go into the 12th verse. It says, honor your father and your mother, so that your days will be lengthened upon the land that Hashem, your God, gives you. So, as me and Moreh, Ahrayah, Israel, we love talking about the messianic community. When we say messianic, we mean the Israelite brothers and sisters who believe in this Yahweh Yeshua character. Over here at Liberation Tabernacle of YAH, we are Old Testament. Y'all should say Tanakh only. We only believe in the law, statutes, commandments. Now, when I saw that, and I just read that, honor your father and your mother, so your days shall be lengthened. When we're looking at the messianic organizations, they love to, a lot of these messianic organizations, as you know, Moreh, Ahrayah, he did a great lecture earlier on the Liberation Tabernacle of YAH YouTube page. He talked about the messianic and all, like he always does. So when we're looking at honoring your father and your mother, we're looking at not just the people who birthed you and brought you in this world, but we're talking about our Father, Yah. Now, when we're getting into this messianic Jesus Christ worshiping Israelite brothers and sisters, we see some people who love to worship man. The scripture tells you not to honor Jesus. It don't say to honor Moses. It don't say to honor Noah. It don't say to honor Allah. It don't say to honor none of that. It says to worship your father. That's one of the commandments which I read out of your parents, the two parents who brought you in this world. That's something that a lot of our brothers and sisters, especially in America, have fallen away from. They have fallen away severely from honoring their father and their mother. They have. The Messianics, especially. When we're looking at these organizations, a lot of the Messianic organizations, something I want to bring up. They don't believe in the commandments of YAH, not one bit. Because when we're looking at honoring your father and your mother, when we're looking at that, a lot of these organizations, these Messianic brothers and sisters, they double honor to their goddamn elders. And yes, I said it.
I've heard that one.
They honor their elders. They give praise to their elders. They give praise to other tribes. They give praises to other countries. By that 12-tribe tribe, I did a breakdown on that. They say Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Dominicans. They put all these people as at the forefront of their organizations. That's not that. There's an issue in the so-called black community. And Moreh, forgive me, brother. I'm gonna go in tonight.
Go ahead, do your thing. This open topic tonight. We free reign tonight. We do what we do as y'all let us please to do. Go ahead, Rob.
When we're looking at the worshiping of other countries, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Mexico, So like these camps want to push to the forefront the race doctrine. Now, who does this? Who supposedly run these camps? Black people. Well, we're looking at, we're the only ones that push, that it's niggas, the only ones that push this black and brown stuff. All these other races and Habashai first and all this. We're the only ones that do all this. Our people are the only ones that do this. They're the only ones that do this. When we're looking at go look up Puerto Rican organizations. They don't push that race shit. They don't push that. They don't. We look at some of these Mexican organizations. They don't push all that stuff. You don't hear them talking about the white man holding us down. You don't hear no Puerto Rican saying the white man holding us down. You don't hear no Jamaicans talking like that, even though so-called pro-black Jamaican or Caribbeans. These people were they don't discuss their country. They don't say that when they're in their country. But it's always the America that has this black and white stuff that goes on in these organizations. They're the only ones. And black Americans, I love my people from the tribe of Judah. We have to give that up. We're looking at the honoring of your father and your mother. We're looking at the honoring of our parents. When we're looking at people who brought us into this world, something that we don't see, we are seeing these organizations talking crap about black women. First thing they do, you go look at some of these camps. They always got something to say about black women. Oh, that black woman needs to shut up. They always got something against black women. I don't know what that is. I understand that our black sisters have a lot of wrong that's been done to us, and like I said, I don't blame her for being that way. But why is it that the only thing that they have an issue with is black women? They don't have no issue with Puerto Rican women. They don't have no. You see a Puerto Rican woman walk up to the camps, and first they say, "Hey, sister." Hey, sister. They see a Dominican woman walk to the camp. Hey, sister. They give her respect. They give these other women from other nationalities respect. But when it comes time for black American women, y'all shut your black ass up. Shut up. Cover your black funky ass. This is the stuff that they say. Moreh, Ahrayah, you know. You've seen a lot of these camps.
I bear witness, brother.
You hear it.
I bear witness.
You look at Captain Tazoriak from ISUPK. All they got an issue with is black women. He don't have an issue with Puerto Rican women. He don't have no issue with Mexican women. He don't have no issue with Dominican women. He don't have no issue with none of these other races of women. But the number one thing I got issue with is black women. This self-hating issue, the honoring your father and your mother, that's something that a lot of Israelite brothers and sisters have fallen into the trap of not doing. So when you're looking at us bringing out this Torah and these commandments each week, whether it's on Talk, Shew, or whether it's on our YouTube page, This is something that that we're trying to correct our people on. Our people got a damn issue. It's a shame, but our people got a goddamn issue. Okay? And we have an issue with each other. The commandments, honor your father and your mother. That's something that our people have strayed away from. And like I said, I understand some of us did have father issues. I never knew my real dad. My real dad skipped out on town when my mama told her she was pregnant by his ass. He skipped out on town. He was from New Orleans. He was from Louisiana. I never even see him picture up. None. So all I gotta say is, I understand that there is a problem in the black families, keeping the so-called black families together. But when we're looking at the forefront of these problems, it's from black men or black women. The only time that this is happening, we don't see, and see another thing, we don't see Mexicans in the street cussing out their own women. We don't see Dominican men in the street cussing out Dominican women. We don't see Puerto Rican men in the street cussing out Puerto Rican women. We don't see that. But we see black men in the streets cussing out black women. It's a problem with that. And this issue starts with the home. Somehow these guys, I don't know, maybe a black woman did them like crap. I don't know. But there's a real serious issue. And Israel has to clean this shit up. We got to. We have to clean it up. Because it's like I said, man, Moreh has been talking about this. We're the only one people talking about we're cursed.
Yes, sir.
We're the only a group of race of people that saying that we're cursed, that we can't do this, we can't do that. All world.
And let me ask you something. Since you said that, I mean, Shalak, I mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna it's gonna keep you on track with what you're saying. So, according to the 12 tribe chart, you know, like because you're speaking of the Hispanics, the Latinos, and Native Americans. So they the tribe of Israel, according to to the chart, right? What they say the chart is. But like I said, like you saying, how come we don't hear them saying this? You know, the Hispanics come over here, they tell black people to quit complaining.
Yeah.
So again, but the 12 tribe charts say they are Israel. So, but why is it that they tell the so-called black people in America, who we know we said with Israel, how come the Mexicans come over here and tell us to quit complaining? But they the children of Israel too, according to the chart. But they tell us to stop complaining. Shouldn't they be complaining too? Because they Israel, right? According to the chart. But go ahead, Art.
Yeah. You know what? Moreh, I'm glad that you brought that in there, and there's something I want to speak on with that.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm glad you brought that up. Listen at this. Also, if Puerto Ricans, right? Puerto Rico is another state, another country. Mexico is another state, another country. Dominican Republic is another state, another country. Listen at this. If they have an issue like they say they have in America, why don't y'all take y'all ass back to y'all country? Why don't Mexicans, if they're being so oppressed like these Israelites camps with these 12 tribe charts claim that these Spanish people do, why don't they take their orange picking ass back to their country? Why don't take their beans and rice fields back to their country? Y'all knows how they don't never go back, but they stay in America talking about, well, yeah, black and brown got to get together and we're being oppressed together. Well, Judahites, according to us, is so-called Black Americans. Now we're in America. We can't help we over here. But the Spanish people, they willfully come over here. Moreh, Ahrayah. Now you bear witness to this.
Yes, sir.
They say all tribes supposed that we was brought in here against our will on slave ships. That's what they claim.
Yes, sir.
So like they claim that Israelites was brought over here on, by the way, a cargo slave ship, served 400 years.
Yes, sir.
Now, don't get me wrong, we can back that up with Black Americans. But if Israelites, supposed to go through all the curses of Deuteronomy 28:15 through the 68th chapter, why the hell can you find it in history and hell that Mexicans served 400 years of slavery? What you find that Puerto Ricans was in serving 400 years of slavery? Where do you find this? Now, Moreh, Ahrayah, you read books all day. Hell, y'all listen out here. Moreh, Ahrayah got a whole library in this damn house.
Yes, sir.
He got every book written in history. I'm telling you, this brother goes to eBay buy books. He goes to Amazon buy books. He goes everywhere to buy books. He got, hell, I'm telling you, he does his research. Now, Moreh, Ahrayah.
Yes, sir.
If all tribes, Israelites, according to them, went through slavery 400 years, like they claim, have you read any book said Puerto Ricans went through slavery?
Not that I've seen. I hadn't seen that one, brother. And I don't even see them claiming that outside of, when they join some of these camps. Other than that, you don't hear, like, even with the 12 tribes, try to talk about the what's called them what's our brothers, the Dominicans and the Haitians. And I be wanting Jamaicans. I'm like, how come I don't hear them outside of camp doctrine or the camps, unless they join the camps? You don't hear them saying nothing about the same thing. They don't even claim to be Israel unless they join a camp or something. Other than that, I don't hear none of this stuff. But no, I hadn't heard that, brother. Like I said, I know a couple of Mexicans and I don't really know too many Latinos here. But I don't hear them saying nothing about they was enslaved. Now, I don't know if they're trying to say because the white man, the Spaniards came over here and conquered them. They trying to say, if they trying to throw that in there, brother. But nah, not chattel slavery that we went through. Nah.
Yeah, we ain't seen it. I haven't seen it either. So, like I said, that's an issue in Israel. Israel got some issues because we don't honor our fathers and mothers. We don't. We honor everybody else but our own. And so, like I said, Ahrayah, you know damn well that when it comes time for Israelites in America, America is the only ones. Black Americans that are supposed to be Israelites are the only ones that give honor and praise to everybody else but them. They're the only ones. When I see Puerto Rican cars, they got a Puerto Rican flag in the mirror. I see Mexicans, they got a Mexican flag hanging up. I see Dominican, they got Dominican flags. I see Haitians, they got Haitian flags up. But Israelite brothers and sisters, they don't have that. They don't have that. They got an issue with the American flag. but they don't have an issue with everybody else waving their flags in the air. Something wrong. There's something wrong with this. We the only ones that don't honor where we come from. And matter of fact, you know, it's like every time when we looking at a lot of these camps, they love picking, they love talking crap about white people, but then they go quote up Paul, who was a white man. Ain't that something? They got an issue with white people, but then they go quote the damn Greek New Testament. You did something on there yesterday about Paul and his damn teachings. Something wrong with this. Y'all have all that smoke for white people, but then y'all got white people in y'all camps. Y'all got a white New Testament, which and I'm telling you, I got a Bible overview right now. All of the 1 Corinthians, Thessalonians, all these places were in European countries. None of these places, Corinthians, Ephesus, none of these places are in Israel. None of them. None of them. And Moreh, Ahrayah, name me one of those places. Some of those places, you do research. Is any of those New Testament countries in Israel?
No, Galatia, what was that? Philip, all them Europe, what we would call European countries. Yeah, no, there wasn't none of them nowhere near Africa, none of that stuff. No, sir.
So that's the issue. There's the issue, y'all. See, these people want to talk all this stuff. They got all this smoke for white folks, but then they gonna quote the European countries, and like you were saying earlier in the YouTube lecture you did about Paul. You know, they like to quote these scriptures out of context. They love to quote scriptures out of context. When you're looking at 1 Corinthians, they go into it like you were saying, and y'all gotta go listen to that lecture. The Moreh went in. They love to go into give me 1 Corinthians. Give me 1 Timothy. They quote all these scriptures, and then half of them are letters. These is letters.
That's what they were.
These are letters that they're quoting from. 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy. These are letters that Paul was writing his ministers while he was in jail. This was not something to be sitting up there quoting from. The Moreh said earlier, you know, they quote these scriptures. It's just like quoting a Temptation song.
Yes, sir. They're trying to run the proverb and song. That's a song. That's a song or a poem, brother. That ain't no history or prophecy.
It's so late.
And I gotta say for the record, I'm looking up slavery in Puerto Rico right now. It does show that there were slavery in Puerto Rico in the like 1800s. I'm thinking, let me see here. I just seen it. It was like 18 in the 1800s. I would say like that, right? But here's the thing about it. Let me see who is. When you even look at the people, like they was from, because I'm looking up something that says, where it go? It was like African, Afro Puerto Rican roots. Now, and when you even see the people who was on the plantations and show the pictures and stuff, they wouldn't, you wouldn't see no Bruno Mars. I don't know if Bruno is Bruno Mars Puerto Rican. You know, I'm just gonna say somebody like that. You wouldn't see a Captain Caucasus, the pictures with people who was in slavery. Like you see what we call Negroes. That's what people like what you see over in like in Africa. You know, from Ghana. You know what we know as the dark skinned melanated people. Not those people you see coming over here, damn like Cardi B. Nah, it was actually Africans. And as when they even looked at the thing, it was somehow I should have my phone had cut off for a minute. I'm trying to find it back fast day, but it was saying something that even the first damn, I can't man, I lost my page where I was at. But it was saying that the first here you go, the first Africans or the let me see here, Puerto Rican Black history and the African roots of Puerto Rico. God damn. I can't get it. My damn thing keep jumping. Some other stuff keep jumping up. But it was saying that the people who they were brought there from Africa. So we like again the people there hollering Puerto Rico. Yeah, they said there were some slaves, but again, these were the people who came from where? Out of Africa again. Out of Africa once again. They said that's why they call it the Afro Puerto Rican thing. Again, it's not. And that's why again, too, bro, you like even in Mexico, they talk about there's some dark skinned so-called Mexicans that about look like us. Hell, bro, don't nobody never talk about them. You might see some brothers, you know, that they might talk about now as being mentioned, that we look like Jesus just run around here every day. But nobody looked like us. And even the brothers and sisters who join these camps, you know, that who say they of Mexican descent, shit, they look just like, you know, like the regular, they don't look like us. I mean, they're not the ones who are really were dark skinned, what we call Mexicans, or who was in there, or who mixed in anyway. I'm not explaining it just right, y'all. I'm not explaining it like I'm supposed to because I'm just going off top of my dome trying to put it. But the people who they are bringing in, brothers, it is not from we would say from the west coast of Africa who was truly brought in on the slave ships. There's not they like they're doing this type of thing just to bring in people. We already know it's a monetary thing, brother. Just inclusion, like you saying, bro. Because you said it right. That how come it is like they don't say women in general, they'll say the black woman. They specifically say the black woman. I heard it was a conversation that was saying something about a woman. I know when a black woman opened her mouth, so and so. Why has it got to be the black woman, like you said? How come it's not the like I said, the other one, the Puerto Rican, the Hispanic woman? They specifically say the black woman. They specifically say that, point her out. She need to shut her damn mouth. They specifically say that, brother. So you're right on that. And I think that's they slick way, brother, of being able to sleep with these other damn nations. That's all it is, man. That's all what it is. They just want to have free reign to be able to sleep around and they just made up this, you know, this fake damn chart. So they won't say, man, we mix it, we going outside our race. So won't nobody be able to say that. You know, so they're like, well shit, let's include them in there. That way we can get their women. You know, we could be able to sleep with Puerto Ricans and Latinos and all of this stuff. But I always wondered though, and I'm gonna get back to you though. Now, if these people, again, if they were supposed to be Israelites, why don't we hear them coming out like they hear us? Why don't we hear them saying none of this stuff? That man, we Israel, we Jews too, or we, you know, you Hadin too. I don't hear them coming out saying it. And like I said, unless they get indoctrinated in some of that one West doctrine. Other than that, I don't hear them saying none of that stuff, man. Hell, they involved in the damn, especially Mexico, they involved in the Catholic Church, Catholicism. And even in Haiti, either Catholicism or a mix of Catholicism slash voodoo. But it's not this, and you don't hear them hollering about we know. And the rosters, you already know they Rastafarians. They might say Jah with something like that, but hell, they rosters. You're not saying they Israel. But anyway, brother, it's just crazy. It's just some old fake damn stuff they made up. And we already know that chart ain't no damn good, and all of the whole thing they claiming, um, just for monetary purposes. It's just for get money, get to just draw people in for numbers. That's it. That's it. And then I guess too, brother. I'm gonna say this right. I guess they have to do this too. So I guess they won't really say the white, when the white man say y'all racist, y'all won't let nobody but black folks in y'all organization. No, we're not racist. See, we got Hispanics, we got Puerto Ricans, we got so and so. We just don't, we just say you are. We don't mess with you, but we accept everybody except you. So we really not racist. Maybe that's another thing why they did that stuff too, right? I don't know, bro. It may be the reason. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And another thing too, money laundering. Money laundering is something that's real big, and especially black organizations. Now let me bring something up. Now
go ahead. I gotta step away for a second, but go ahead, bro. I'm still with you.
Now, in the days of King Solomon was getting help and funding from Queen of Sheba. That's how they was able to have children together. King Solomon was known for sleeping with random women, and he was getting money and financial help from Queen of Sheba, the Queen of Ethiopia. We look at a lot of these organizations, like you were saying, the funding. You look at organizations like the Nation of Islam, the Black Panthers, hell, like I said, the Israelite organizations. A lot of these camps was funded off adult money. Looking at the original UPK and all the original UPK. The original UPK was if y'all go look at it, was the original UPK was founded by a guy named Abba Bivens. You go look at the old doctrine of the original UPK. Abba Bivens came out of what you call the Commandment Keepers. Commandment Keepers came up out of Wentworth Matthews. When you look at those doctrines of Wentworth Matthews came from the Church of God and Saints of Christ, Temple Bethel, which is in my home state of Virginia. Okay, one of the first Israelite organizations, one of the oldest. I'm talking about the oldest, starting in 1800s. When you're looking at the history of these organizations, these people that founded these organizations, they was never into the race doctrine. They wasn't. When you looking at the earlier years, William Crowdy had white bishops in his church, and I've been to that congregation before. Very beautiful congregation. Now, I went to the brother's great grandson's funeral. He died young. I was there. When you're looking at it, the history of the Church of God, Saints of Christ, Temple Bethel, Prophet William Crowdy had white people in his organization. You looking at, but he never had that black and white doctrine. Same thing with Wentworth Matthews, the founder of the Commandment Keepers, him and Josiah Ford. I didn't see no 12 tribe chart doctrine in none of their organizations' earlier history. None of them had it. So when we're looking at the start of the original One West 12 tribe chart, they started pushing that in the 80s. Anybody know in the 80s, the black community had what you call the crack epidemic. Crack is made, you can make crack you can make it out of baking soda, or either you get hardened cocaine that's called crack cocaine. The hardening and the rocking up of cocaine. Where do they get cocaine from? In the South America. We're looking at the cocaine that came in the black communities. Cocaine was brought over here by the Spanish cartels. So when we're looking at the place where the original UPK was started at, it was New York. The damn New York is majority Spanish. Same thing with California. So we want to know, where did this 12 tribe chart doctrine come about? It came about during the time where the dope boys was big in the black community. Now, a lot of the dope boys, drug dealers, a lot of them are known for money laundering. Majority of them known for money laundering. Looking at where the money laundering was taking place from people from other countries. Even so, when you're looking at that 12 tribe chart, that's just money laundering for people from other countries. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of y'all be bragging about the Puerto Ricans and Cubans and Dominicans and all that being Israelites, but y'all also got to see, where did y'all got to ask yourself, where did this doctrine really come from? Because I'm going to tell you something. Okay, you go look, like I said, if you go look at where Marsha and Ahrayah and all them, Yaquab and all them, where they was teaching that, they was teaching this doctrine in the 80s where the crack epidemic was big. So these places where a lot of these organizations were started at, with this black and brown unity, was in up north. So we have to look at the funding. The majority of the people that's in these states, these are places where foreigners go to. New York is not, they have black Americans in New York, but they're in places like Buffalo. These where the black Americans are at. But when we're looking at the places like where the original UPK was at, Harlem and the Bronx, these are places where damn Spanish people at. These is where foreign immigrants are at. So, in Moreh, Ahrayah, there's something else I want to bring up too. I'm gonna add this in. And Moreh, Ahrayah, he's a former Nawabian at one time, so he'll know what I'm talking about. Dr. Malachi York, when he first started the Nawabian Nation in Brooklyn, New York, Bushwick Avenue. This brother, and I read a book on it called Moral Birth by a guy named aloud. I got it in my room somewhere. I should have brought it out, but
yeah, I got
anyway.
it. I got it myself.
Okay. Now, I don't know what chapter it was, but he was interviewing a guy named Robert Rohan, I think the guy's name was. Robert Rohan, who was a former Nawabian. He was talking about how Dr. York and a couple of other organizations was money laundering for people from other countries. And that's how a lot of how that organization was built up. Now, when we're looking at these organizations, we got to follow the money trail. We have to follow that money trail. Dr. Malachi York was locked up a couple of times in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s for money laundering. So y'all have to ask yourselves about these Israelite organizations, about the money laundering. Because that's exactly what it seemed like. Drive a nice car, nice clothes. They're able to get a building all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden, then they got a whole bunch of Spanish people and people that ain't from here in their organizations. We have to really get into find out where that money come from. Because I'm going to tell you something. To y'all be the glory. Ain't nothing wrong with having a blessing. Ain't nothing wrong with having money. But now all money is good money. And there's a paper trail on these organizations' money. It's lucky.
And I want to take you back to something that, if we can, something you was talking about. When you was talking about, oh man, the guy who started the One West. I slipped my mind his name already. What was the brother name? Abba Bibbins. There you go, Abba Bibbins.
Abba Bibbins.
Now, and you mentioned, even going back to this Christian doctrine. I mean, I'm just gonna call it for what it is. This Christian doctrine that the Israelites have started to. Well, some of them been in there, but what would make him come from being in a Tanakh only congregation to start accepting and pushing this YHWH? I don't know if they was using YHWH at that time when Abba Bibbins was teaching, but start teaching this dabbing in what they calling the New Testament. After he been in a Tanakh only congregation for a while, you know, he split out. Was it something? Somebody approached him for monetary gains, or did he just see an opportunity? Like, man, hell, damn this! I'm finna come out and start making me some money teaching this Jesus doctrine, because the church them getting some money off this, like Father Divine, all of them. I mean, so what would make him leave this? Because if he's reading the Torah, if he was actually reading Torah, and like what you call them be doing this be tripping me out. Like I'm gonna say their name. Damn, we ain't this Liberation Tabernacle. We ain't thinking about it. Like Gather to Christ Church, they'll come on Shabbat service and read the Shema and still be then turn around and talk about, you know, some Yahweh, or they say a high, not a high, Yeshaya and all of that damn stuff after they don't read and big up talking about he's their king after they already don't read Shema. It's like, what the anyway. So I mean, if they read all of this and say Yah's your only savior, like Isaiah be talking about the prophet Isaiah, Yeshayahu was saying, how can you know that and read that and understand that and say that was and one time and say that was the foundation, that was the truth, and then start going over there teaching this Yahshua stuff. I just don't get it for the likes of me, man. When I didn't know no better, yeah, I accepted it as that. Because like I said, I really, for me, I never, because like even growing up in a Christian household and even getting into the church, even though being ordained as a minister, I never was really had a foundation or any kind of like stronghold with the what they call the Old Testament until I came back around and kind of started, looking at this messianic thing again and started going back into the scriptures and looking at it and actually started listening to some Jews. I'll be honest. Is I started listening to what we call European Jews and Judaism because I started being nosy. I was like, what do they teach? And once I started listening to a lot of them, um, that actually opened my eyes to the Tanakh and started seeing like I give a name like Rabbi Tovia Singer and some other what's this dude, Jews for Judaism. And I started looking at them, following them like I was doing the Tanakh, the Messianic. You know how they get somebody, give me a precept, give me this precept. And I was, but I was always looking at that like, wait a minute, hold up. That don't seem like they go with that. And I'm constantly looking at it as okay, I'm gonna keep on. I'm just okay. I hear what they saying, but how they do it so eloquently though, they make you think. Like I said, they chop and screw it, bro. Hey, bro, they can argue those scriptures so good, it'll make you think that that's actually the content of what that is. Like that actually supposed to be what it is. Oh, they good at that. They could be some goddamn good defense attorneys, crooked ass defense attorneys. I'm like I said, y'all heard me say crooked defense attorneys, right? But they can argue a damn case, but it ain't gonna be precise. It's not gonna be accurate though. Just because they can argue with it, and that's why a lot of times y'all see in certain debates when you hit them with a point and you start going in with the truth, they're gonna cut you off. They're gonna cut you. So but anyway, um I just looking at that, even with going back to Alba Bivens, there's no way, especially for me now, that's been into the Jesus thing and Yahshua following that, and been shown exactly what Torah, because like, number one, Torah is Torah was the beginning of all of that. Even if it won't give a damn about Christianity, when you look at the root of, because Torah was the first, because they said the first 5 books, right? When you look at the first 5 books, you can't go to the back of it and start going from the back, and that's what most of us do. Like I heard one of the brothers say to the elders before, they make you start at the back of the book with those gospels instead of the front of the book. So they start teaching you from the back of the book, which is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. If you got a whole, what they call the whole Bible, or them Protestant Bibles, and they're teaching you from those verses to make you think, and look at it and say that Jesus is inside of the Old Testament, because you don't know no better unless you actually have truly started in the beginning. Like like right now, I'm actually looking at again. I'm looking at right here at Deuteronomy 4:1. And it was like saying, here it says, and now this is a new Bible that I have right here. Now this is the Jewish Study Bible by the Jewish Publication Society. I just got this one open, and it says, now, O Israel, give heed to the laws and rules that I am instructing you to observe, so that you may live to enter and occupy the land that the Most High Yah uh, uh, of your fathers is giving you. Now, this is conversation. Now, see, I'm learning all of this more and more now, because see, people were saying, see, this is what God is, or the Most High is saying. He was saying, but see, this is Moses, a conversation that Moses is actually having with the children of Israel. That's why I said, man, we really got to start having some real in-depth classes and really showing how to utilize and understand really the Torah. And everybody, like I said, people, like I said, like I was saying on the last video, bro, how people will read Psalms. They might say they'll read something out of Psalms and say the Lord said it, and tell the people, see what the Lord say? See, the Lord said he's gonna do so and so, so and so. I'm like, nah, dog. I'm like, y'all stop that, man. Y'all, and that really gets me now, especially when I see it. It can I'm like, man, don't do that. It's like somebody scraping their finger about, like, across that chalkboard, like that noise that it make, and it you like, don't do that. I'm like, no, man, quit doing that. Quit it. The Most High didn't say that. That was David. Or like when Solomon, he's having a conversation with his sons. Let me find something right fast in Proverbs. Like he's having a conversation and giving some wisdom to his sons in Proverbs. And just for instance, right here, just Proverbs chapter 1, verses 1, it started off to say, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. Now he was saying here, it says, and now this one starts, the king of Israel, for learning about the wisdom and discipline, for understanding words, expressing deep insight, for gaining an intelligent, disciplined life, doing what is right, just, and fair, for enduring with caution those who don't think, for the young person who's no, it's just, yeah, and the young person with knowledge and discernment. So this here Solomon was giving. See, what did the Lord say? What did the Lord say? See, just like, okay, in Solomon, Proverbs 1:7. And this is my complete Jewish study Bible. So y'all hear me read it, probably different from what y'all King James might say. But it says, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, but fool despise wisdom and discipline. See, what did the Lord say? See what he said? Those who fear the Most High, that's the beginning of knowledge. Bro, that's Solomon talking. This is Solomon having a conversation and speaking, and this is his wisdom that he's sharing, ecclesiastics and all of that. These are Solomon, but they will go around and telling the people this is what the Lord says, and or as they say, they always say the Lord said. They do not know how to properly, and this is a lot of things that's happening with Israel. I'm just at Israel point blank. It ain't just got to be the Messianic community, those groups. I'm looking at a lot of Israel, even Tanakh only, doing these things. We're using things dealing with the Tanakh in the scriptures, not in the right way that it's supposed to be taught, or saying what is what, how is coming. Like when I was going into Dabarim 4:1 again, and people are saying, well, see, this is what he just see the Lord told us right here. See what the Most High told us. And now, O Israel, give heed to the laws and rules that I am instructing you to observe. See, and people would say the Most High is saying that. See, the Most High told us right there in Dabarim 4:1. No, that was the Most High didn't say that. That was Moses having a conversation with the children of Israel. But when we hear people teach, this is what people are saying. Now we know that Moses was taught by the Most High. We do know that, and he got his inspiration for the things that he's teaching them from the Most High. But we have to be able to properly teach this and saying what is what. So we're looking at all of what we're reading in far as things, and this is what is going on. People today, especially Israelites, another one of our problems is we are trying to insert ourselves into the ancient writings of the scriptures. Everything, like brothers be calling, like, see, let's talk about the Most High said he gonna see this us right here. This is what's happening to us today. Or the Most High said, see, like certain things, and certain things have already happened, as far as prophecy wise and so forth. But we're trying to make that fit us today, even though it could be some similarities of what we're going through today. But we're reading what we're reading when we're going into the Ketabim, the things of the history and things. We're reading what happened to Israel. See, these writings are for our learning, as even Paul said. It is for our learning, brothers and sisters, so we can see what the Israel, our ancestors went through and learn from those mistakes. It's like any history book of any kind of nation you can pick up and read the history of what that nation went through, the ups and downs, the trials and errors. And you like, you know, we don't want to be like them. And we can even look at America. Look at the history. Somebody going to be reading years from now the history of America and said, we don't want to be like that nation. Yeah, that was a great nation at one time, but look what they did. They went in and started passing all kind of homosexual laws. They didn't want nothing to do with the Most High, but they supposed to have been the principles of how they was established supposed to have been, as they said, a Judeo-Christian nation. Supposed to have been this saying they had on their money called "In God We Trust," but they stopped trusting. I look like they stopped trusting God at one and style like that. You know, the heck with God. They didn't. They didn't want you to even teach in the Bible, but they supposed to have been built off of believing in God. You know, with the Puritans and things of that nature when they came over here. They supposed to have been what? Left Europe for what? Why did they say they left? Because of religious persecution. So they can have the freedom to practice their religion. But now it's like everything is all fine in America and the wealth is out there. They're like, man, hey, God, we don't need you no more. We doing good. We straight now. But like I said, when sodomy used to be a law of the land forbidden, it was against the law for sodomites. Now, hell, they actually passed federal laws. Now it's legal to sodomize. When I mean sodomize, y'all, you know, we don't want to get graphic, but hell, when two men marry each other, I don't want to tell y'all to visualize what they do, but you know, they supposed to be a couple. We know what couples do, don't we? So if it's two men, y'all know we ain't gonna go Greek graphic. This is a biblical class here. But anyway, so this is the law of the land. So people gonna read this, man, and like, hey, we don't want to be like that, bro, because that nation, seemed to be on a down spiral once they start passing laws and start accepting certain traditions and cultures in their nation. Just like with Israel. And this is what we have. Well, this is what we read when we're reading. When I read the Bible, I don't try to insert myself into this and say this guy. I look at and I take the principles and see how Israel went wrong. And I look at what Moses was telling them. Like he's saying again, he says, O Israel, give heed to the laws or the teachings and the rules that I am instructing you to observe so that you may live, to enter and occupy the land that the Most High Yah is giving you. And it says here, and that people, now they took this part too, and they copied and pasted and put that in this so-called back of in the Revelations too. But here's something here it says. Now I heard people even say this, that the Most High said this. But we can, but we know Moses, he was a Moses teacher. But here's something. They said like here, still in Deuteronomy 4:2, it says, and you should not add anything to what I am commanding you or take anything away from it, but keep the commandments of Yah, your Elohim, that I enjoin upon you. This was Moses. And I've heard people say that the Most High, see what the Most High said? See what the Lord said? Say that again. They say that again. But this was Moses telling them, because again, when you read this thing in context, you see this is something Moses was teaching and having a conversation with Israel. So we're going to teach this thing, y'all. We got to start teaching this thing right. We got, if David, Moreh, David Israel was telling me something and told me something, gave me some instructions, I'm not going to say, but the Most High told me so-and-so, so-and-so. No, brother David Israel told me this. And this is what he instructed me. But anyway, go ahead, Doc. But yeah, we got to teach this thing right, man. Teach it right or leave it alone.
Yeah, and you know what else too? And you know what else too is a shame? Is the fact that as the fact that we looking at the man worship and their religion,
Yes, sir.
just look at it. You brought up something about that secret about how they may have been getting money from the Catholic Church. You brought up something there. That's something I want y'all to look at. Listen at this.
Yes, sir.
The Catholic Church. Do you know that when you're looking at Islam, you're looking at Christianity, you're looking at even a lot of this Black Power, stuff that a lot of these camps teach. Do you know that the Catholic Church, those other countries that they're claiming on their 12 tribe chart, do you know a lot of those countries aren't Catholic? Haiti is a Catholic country.
God.
Puerto Rico is Catholics.
Bring it
Dominican
out,
Republic, Catholics.
Bring it out.
So,
God.
so when we're looking at a lot of these camps, just look at it's right there in your face of the dominant religion of the people of the various backgrounds of the people that they're claiming on that chart. So you just gotta think about it. The man worshiping. You look at the Catholic Church. Don't they give their praise to their father? Father Michael so-and-so. Father so-and-so. They give praise to man. Ain't that what they do? The double honors?
Yes, sir.
They give praise to YHWH. Man worship. Right there. Just it's right there in y'all face. Everything is so Catholic. The way they even run their organizations. Elders, this, elder that. Man, that's the Torah ain't have nothing in there outside of honoring your father and your mother that tells you to go and honor another man. There's nothing in there. I don't care how many scriptures y'all get. King James Bible, the Torah ain't got nothing in there about honoring no another man. Nothing. All the place that says this is the New Testament and they damn doctrine that they got. So when we're looking at these camps, right, and we see the whole layout, they got the man they all got one leader. Or some of them try to act like we have multiple leaders, but they all have that one leader. So the Catholic Church got the same thing. They got the Pope. Y'all got the 12-star generals. Y'all got these double honors, the elder so-and-so. Y'all got this, the whole program is Catholic. And another thing, it's a cult. We had one brother, Moreh, Ahrayah. We had a brother tell us we was running a cult.
Yes, sir.
But then we never said to follow us.
Not at all, brother.
We never said.
Never.
But look at who told us, who broke away from the Torah. Look who broke away. A person who was in a messianic organization. I rarely see people coming out saying, well, I denounce the Old Testament Israelite camps. I denounce. The only people that want to denounce stuff is these people that was in a messianic organizations.
That's right.
All the ones. We got the vocab Malones. That's y'all safe haven. Huh. Sarnetta TV, y'all safe haven. He'll love to have your ass up there. I'm an ex-Hebrew Israelite.
Yep. and you're right. And everyone they talk about, like you said, and every time they said it, they find out it was a messianic group that they was in.
Yeah.
Sure, right. Hey, I don't know if you can check your email, but I send you some on your email right fast because I want you to see that you can see.
Yeah, I ain't got, my password. I got locked out of my email.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna take a picture of it, send it to you. Because okay, I'm gonna get back to you, but I want you to just throw your alley-oop on something you saying, and what you saying about this Catholic Church thing. Like, just think about there's a group, and their titles is that they use for their organization. What is okay? I'm just gonna say it. They have bishops, deacons. Who used that? What
Catholic Church?
Bam. The ranks, yep, of the Catholic Church. And then, well, hell, I'm gonna say it here. Israel United in Christ. Hell, that was the hell with it. I'm gonna say it. Israel United in Christ.
GOCC.
The ranks that they have. Yes, sir. Those are not bishop. That's not an Israelite title. Deacons, not Israelite titles. You don't find it in the Tanakh. You don't find those titles like in the Tanakh. I'm sending you something right there, brother. Picture now. Those are not titles you find in the Tanakh. So they claim not to be Christians, but I just send you some, brother, that show and prove. Don't no damn Israelite, excuse my French. No Israelite call themselves anything that has to do with Christ. That's Christianity.
I don't see it.
I don't know if it probably hadn't went through yet. I'll send you a picture. I'm just texting to you. Probably hadn't totally went all the way through yet. Might be still spinning on my end. Yeah, it's supposed to went through.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Read this. Okay, so Moreh, Ahrayah, he just sent me something. You want me to read it on air?
Hey, you go ahead, brother.
I will.
I know you be hearing me calling them Christians all the time. I just want you to see that so you won't think somebody sent me. I saw that on the internet too.
Now listen,
yes,
this
sir.
is Moreh, Ahrayah just sent this to me. I don't care. Y'all call me. I'm not no Storm Monroe. I ain't no Tasha K. I ain't no Wendy Williams. We don't do none of that over here. But this is something that anybody can see.
Yep, anybody.
Okay, anybody. So it says underneath their nonprofit organization, it says the mission for this organization, YHWH, it says to preach the gospel of Christ to all who scattered around the world, provide charitable relief where applicable, and bring the true understanding of Christ to the people. It says the ruling year 2014, head bishop and president Nathaniel Israel. I ain't gonna go into their address, the main address of their nonprofit, but it says the NT code Christian X20. The L.
Christian. L. And I looked that up, brother. I looked that code up and did the research, looked it up. But what it say, brother? What it listed them as in the code again, my brother? They what?
Christian.
Bingo.
Christian.
Yep.
Why they don't want to be labeled Jewish? I'd rather be Jewish than Christian.
Shit, brother. If Liberation Tabernacle, if we did, brother, file. When we was under 501c3. I see, what do you call it? C3. I can't even get my damn words out.
501c3.
Yeah, I will list Judaism. I will be under. They can say what they want. I will be listening to Judaism, because still, again, even under Judaism, that means we know you Tanakh only. But Christian,
Yeah.
Nah. If you not a Christian, nah. Come on, bro. Like Ed Levels, like I said, Ed Levels say, "Come on, son. Come on, son." But go back to the part that is up here, brother. It says, now what happened to the Most High? Because it said right here, brother, provide charitable relief where applicable. I can't even tie a tongue like a mud. Able to bring the true understanding of Christ to the people. Bring the what? The true understanding of Christ to the people. Now, this is a mission statement. What happened to y'all, man? And they tell me, and they say they not damn Christians. But your 501c status says something totally different than y'all YouTube statements and what y'all say out of your own mouth. This is something you file with the government. So what you tell the people on YouTube and so forth, and what you tell in the government is two different damn things. So you can play the game all you want. See, people who are smart, we know. And when you start hollering about, I follow Christ and we follow Christ, that's why I said technically. When we say technically, y'all are Christians. See, the game is being played. The shrewd game is that, yes, you can be an Israelite. And I'm gonna say something that sounds crazy. Yes, you can be an Israelite and be a Christian, but is that right though? Because why I'm saying that you could be an Israelite and be a Christian. Now I know that sounds crazy, y'all, because here's why I say that. See, being an Israelite is your nationality. It's just like being American. You can be an American and be a Christian. You can be an American and be a Buddhist. You could be American and be a Muslim. Those are just your religion. Catholicism, be a Catholic. Those are just your religious foundations or whatever principles of religion that you follow. I mean, organizations you follow. But your nationality would be, you are an American by nationality. So we would be Israelites by nationality. But as they say, your faith walk, whatnot, if you say, well, I follow Christ or Jesus, whatever they want to call it, most of them say Christ, you would be labeled as technically a Christian. And that's why, Israel not in Christ, don't hide it. Gathering in Christ Church, don't hide it. They organizations is named after Christ, as they say Christ. But anyway, yeah. So, but it is y'all. It is what it is, man. Y'all can hide it, but why you go under? And even Captain Dezoriak said it one day, brother. I was do a class with him on there, bro. And he said it under their 501c status, they listed as a Christian. And he goes, well, we don't want to be listed as no Jew. Why not? I don't give a damn. Because you'd be mad at Christianity, but you would go list yourself under Christianity. See, that's how you getting paid. That's how you really getting paid. Because they are Christian, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They straight out Christian. Mm-hmm. And that's why I said again in the thing, bro, in the video, hey, man, y'all can't be hollering about you under no curse in America, bro, because Paul said that y'all were not cursed. Galatians 3:13. You can't be hollering about you curse because you believe y'all are Christians. Christians not under no curse. That's what, bro, you don't hear no Christians running around here. Now, we know it's Christians like Donna McKirkland, Kirk Franklin, and hell, whoever else. Like the preachers, you don't hear them somebody they under no damn curse because they listen to what Paul says. But y'all gotta make your mind up. Make your mind up. You can't be saying you Israel and following that. Talking about somebody died for your sins. Show us that in this. Show us first of all, if the Torah is the foundation, which is supposed to be, Before you can build a house, you got to do what? First, you got to clear the land and all of that. Before you can start building walls and all of that, what do you got to do first? You got to pour the foundation. You got to lay the foundation. Then you start building, putting up the walls and all of that, and how many other stories you want. So before we can build, we built had our nation start building as the tribe of Israel. Before we went into the promised land, again, what was Moses doing? He was laying out the foundation. He was giving us to what? The instructions, the teaching of the Most High. That's why, again, he said in chapter 4 of Devarim, before you, if you want to live and you going to occupy the land, he was giving you some instruction before you even get there. He was laying out the, so even before your foundation is supposed to be Torah, which y'all claiming that so-called Jesus followed, as y'all say now, and you don't know this, is y'all just going along with somebody told you from the book. Which anyway, y'all got to come up out of that, Israel. We got to come up out of that, because again, like I said, we keep on reiterating, not just us, but a lot of people. That whole thing against Christ ain't got nothing to do with Israel. Israelites have no business. That's Roman, Greco-Roman bull crap. I'm gonna say it for what it is. That's Greco-Roman religion, man being God type stuff. Hell, if you want to throw Kemet in there too, believing that the man could be God, you could throw that in there. That's their doctrine. That's not an Israelite tradition that we supposed to be dealing with. But y'all want to believe it, that's on you, man. That's on y'all. But again, it's like y'all even one of the gospels even said, isn't it? Many are called, a few are chosen. But you look at it though. And you look at the thing right, Fat Rock. It said many are called, but only a few are chosen. It's few of us that we say in America. It's few of us that's really Tanakh only. It's a big majority of them that's running around here in this messianic thing. It's a lot of them. See, and they love numbers, Art. They love numbers. But but even again, did y'all, because y'all talk about this sometime, but I don't think y'all catch it. But y'all talk about a remnant. Just a remnant. He don't need a whole bunch of y'all. We need a whole bunch of us in Israel just going to be some silly idol worshipers and pagan worshipers still doing wrong. It's only still going to just be a remnant. So y'all trying to get damn numbers. Y'all don't care nothing about no damn numbers. Excuse me for saying that while I'm saying the Most High name. Y'all don't care nothing about your numbers, man. That's y'all. Does y'all care about numbers? Because what? Numbers is, when you get members, numbers make money, especially when you're making money. Numbers is money. The more people, the more money, right? The more donations you get coming in, the more tithes and offerings as y'all have, like the church. Just like having a mega church. You like Joel Osteen, you got thousands of members and all of them paying $10 a month. Boy, that's some money. Y'all, same thing. Like Chinese say, same thing, same thing, same thing. That's why y'all go out the numbers. You care more about numbers. You don't care nothing about no souls. You don't care nothing about souls. That's why a lot of them camp your leaders. And we mostly primarily talking about the camp leaders. And I know we're not primarily just focused on the followers, because some people they trying to find their way. And we pray the Most High that they will. And some of this stuff sounds right to them because of they looking at videos and certain things have been tied up emotionally. They've been, a lot of people have been through a lot of trauma and hurt. And what these camp leaders and what these camp people are saying appeal to a lot of these people at the moment. So it sounds good. Like me, I was in all this black power, that. A lot of this stuff in my militancy thing, I was involved in a lot of that for years, 20 some odd years. But when I started looking at them like, say, damn, man, we talking about all this black power and supporting black this, support black that. And But then you go to support, but hell, we always like us, like we said, like Black Panther Party and all of this, talking about the Black Power, Black Power. The only power we got, the Black Power fist beating up each other upside the damn head. Like, we talk about going against white supremacy, and I'm not advocating violence, but ain't nobody did, ain't not one of them, gang bangers, not none of them, ain't did a damn thing to the Klan or the skinheads. But let me say anything against a black organization like MFAX, for a matter of fact. When black people start, he's talking about he was for black people, trying to come protect black people. But when the black people start exposing him for his buffoonery, his lying connivingness, that he was really being a goddamn agent, what he started saying? He started saying that he was gonna start hurting other black people. He was gonna start taking black people out. Huh? But all of us, all now, you supposed to have been talking about you was protecting black people, but now black people, like Malcolm said, the gig is up. They found out you wasn't nothing but a damn con artist from the damn start. So now you want to start putting your hands on black folk, the ones you claim that you was here to protect and serve. See, we'll do that to each other, but the same when y'all talking about y'all enemy, you ain't gonna touch them. You gonna put your damn hands on them. They safe. They safe. They know it. It's like Elijah Muhammad talked about all the white man, the devil, the white man, this, the white man. The white man let him talk to all that stuff too, and paid him to say that too. Y'all don't know that. Don't look at Brother Malcolm, and even Malcolm exposed him with that dealing with a man called H.L. Hunt. Look him up, y'all. H.L. Hunt, the Texas billionaire. H.L. Hunt, and the money that Elijah Muhammad was getting from this Texas billionaire. That's why when Malcolm them, like Dr. Collett, even Dr. Collett, when Malcolm was speaking truth to power and wanted to get out there and get his hands, man, really in the dirt, and just stop talking all this black power stuff and just really get out there and help the black community, Elijah Muhammad, like, no, just sit down, Malcolm, chill out. We ain't gonna get involved in that. But you talk hard, you talk a good game, but you didn't want to really get out there and do nothing. Like Brother Collett was ready to get his hands dirty and do something. Farrakhan, no, chill out. Because the real power brokers, or the money brokers, I should say, they financiers, as Brother Moreh was talking about earlier, those who fund them financially. See, this is the game, brothers and sisters. Y'all better pay attention to what's going on. They want you. See, listen. They will get paid to talk all this black upliftment, all this black stuff, the white man this, the white man that, and at the same time, the white man will be writing them fat ass checks to keep talking all that stuff. Because what it does though? They want you to talk all that because they know you ain't gonna do nothing, because they really controlling those mouthpieces, them black ass leaders like Al Sharpton, the Jesse Jacksons, all of them. They get paid to black, like they really gonna do something. Farrakhan, justice or else, like he gonna spring on the white man because he wouldn't give you justice. He know damn well he ain't gonna do nothing. And see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these damn camp leaders and all that, they let them talk the white man as the devil. The same time, the devil back there, as they're calling him, the devil signing their goddamn checks to keep putting this stuff out emotionally to you, keep you all stirred up emotionally, while they getting paid big time. Because they know you ain't gonna do a damn thing. It's to keep you, the only thing it is to keep you distracted on the real deal. Keep you distracted and keep you imbalanced. While at the same time, like Moreh, it's one of his favorite subjects. I'm messing with my Moreh. The damn black boule. The black boule. What they say, the advisors to the king, these same Negroes sit there advising, as y'all say, the white people in power, how to keep you under damn control. How to keep you under control. But we ain't caught on to the game yet. See, he can't do it all without their help. Like you talk about slavery, the transatlantic slave trade and all that. Who was involved in that? That damn white folk wasn't coming all up in them and onto the damn inland like that. They wasn't coming all up inside of West Africa, all up in the shores like that. No, Negroes were rounding up other black folk and bringing them to them and selling our other people out. Same thing happening today. Go ahead, Art.
Hey, and something I want to bring up. So I'm glad you brought that up about that money and how a lot of these leaders ain't gonna do nothing themselves with all that stuff that they talk. Kyrie Irving. I want to bring up something. I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to bring this up out too, and I'm gonna bring it out.
And don't forget Kyrie and the Muslim thing. But go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7:7. I think it was. It says, "Surely oppression makes the wise man mad, but a gift will destroy the heart."
Yes, sir.
Listen at this. Kyrie Irving was talking all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know they found out he was a Muslim. I ain't talking about no ex-Muslim like me and Moreh Ahrayah was. I'm talking about a Muslim. He's still a Muslim.
Yes, sir.
So all that Hebrews and Negroes garbage, y'all gotta get out of that. The dude that made that movie was a Pentecostal pastor.
Oh, say it again. One more time, brother. My bad. Say it again. He a what, bro?
A Pentecostal pastor. Yeah. I'm being serious. Kyrie Irving, a Muslim. Kanye West, a Christian. Some of that stuff that they were saying was sound good, but they ain't never leave their positions. Kyrie Irving played NBA basketball. Kanye West, the entertainer. Come on now. Y'all can't take that shit serious. Y'all can't. When they were talking about all that Kyrie Irving stuff, you know what I was thinking the whole time?
What's that, bro?
This nigga must not be getting no damn good deals with the NBA. Same thing with Brandon T. Jackson, the actor. So as he went down, stopped getting that money, all of a sudden the Jews want real Jews. Chingy. The rapper Chingy said the same shit. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. But then guess what? He said it at the time his career was on the decline. You don't hear them saying that no more. They ain't stayed. Matter of fact, after Kyrie Irving talked all that garbage, you know, that's when he gave his donation to the Muslim mosque.
Yes, sir.
Come on now, man.
At the same time they was out there protesting, cheering for him. Yep, he was getting all that money to the damn Muslim community. He ain't get it unto the Israelites.
So, like, and guess what? Them Arabs, they gave that money to gonna build some 7-Elevens. They gonna build some quickie marts. They gonna bring some drugs in y'all community. Cause we know them Arabs, that's what they do. But listen, let me bring some. I'm gonna throw y'all another hoop. You know, Moreh David Israel is gonna throw some hoops. Listen at this. Listen at this. If Kyrie Irving, who was talking about the Jews, talk all that we the real Jews, Farrakhan, talk all that crap, we the real Jews, him and Khaled. Answer this. Why is it if they're black Muslims, how come they got a problem with Jewish people? How come they ain't got no issue with them damn Arabs? They need to be talking about if they black Muslims, address the racial issues in your damn community. Why ain't Farrakhan talking about them racist ass Arabs that still got black slaves? I done been to Dubai before. Them Arabs still got slavery in Dubai. They got auction blocks, auctions in the malls in Dubai. I've been there. Shit made me sick to my stomach over there.
Hey.
They still got slaves. Black slavery. I don't see no Jewish people having no black slaves in America. Well, where did we see Jewish people owning black slaves? And listen at this. if white Jewish people is y'all problem and y'all claim that they run shit, how come white people don't accept them? Because white people don't accept Jewish people. White Jewish people are low in the bottom of the totem pole in the white community. They're not accepted amongst white people. They're not. White Jewish people, go talk to the average white man that's not Jewish. They can't stand Jewish people. They don't like them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw y'all an alley-hoop. White Jewish people was in the civil rights movement with us. They got discriminated against. Jewish people went through the same. White Jewish people went through the same thing black people went through during the civil rights movement. I'm being serious. Hey, Moreh, Ahrayah. I'm gonna tell you something. Now, I know black people. I know that we gonna get some views tonight. You upload this to YouTube, I'm gonna be called a coon. I don't give a damn.
Hey, we don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn. Yeah, they sound like Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah,
they gonna sound like Jesse Lee Peterson tonight. I don't care.
Yes, sir.
But white Jewish people are not respected amongst white people. So y'all need to stop all that banging on white Jewish people.
They ain't got to do them. You ain't saying nothing wrong. They ain't got to do them to go listen to a damn speech by the Klan. Just listen to a speech by the Ku Klux Klan. And I'm gonna throw this in there, and I'm gonna get right back to you to confirm what you said. Remember, in what was it, Charlotte, North Carolina, when that woman got killed. But before that happened, this situation, when the Tiki Light situation, see, now people better pay attention to this. When they were saying that those people out there, they was racist, the first night when all them young college students or whatever they were with the Tiki Light situation, if you listen, we did a talk on the Culture Freedom about this when it happened. When you listen to that speech, go back on YouTube, the Tiki Light, I don't know what the hell they call it, Tiki Light protest, whatever. Listen to what them boy was saying. They didn't say nothing about no black folks. They didn't say nothing about you African Americans or whatever, right? They ain't saying nothing. They was saying you Jews would not replace us. That's what they was chanting. You Jews would not replace us. You Jews would not. All them so, and they would look at, and you would say they were white folks. They were racist. Yeah. That's who that they didn't say nothing about kill blacks and kill African Americans. They were saying the Jews would not replace us. That whole, I watched that whole this situation that happened that night, and that's all they was chanting. Jews would not replace us. And the Klan, what they say, they hate Ns, Spics, and Jews.
Sure do.
And homosexuals. That's what they say. So you ain't saying nothing, bro. They can't go and verify. And they just, you know what they gonna hate you for, bro? Because you speaking some they don't want to goddamn hear. Because you taking away from them being mad, and it kills their damn doctrine and their rhetoric. That's the only reason they'll be mad, brother. But if they really want to know the damn truth, look it up, man. It's simple. It's just look the goddamn stuff up. We ain't got no reason to come in here. We don't get paid from no goddamn Jews. We don't get paid from nobody. So what the hell we got to come in here and step and fetch it for? We ain't no goddamn Al Sharpton. We don't get no checks from nobody. We just, and the stuff is written down. It's in history. All they got to do is look it up. But go ahead, Mark. I just had to throw that in there. But what you saying is true, man. You ain't said nothing wrong, huh?
And another thing I'm going to put up too. I was talking about 12 Chops earlier about how the Spanish people ain't went through no slavery. Them damn Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and Dominicans y'all want to claim so much. But listen at this. Jewish people went through slavery. It's called the Holocaust. They went through to white Jewish people. Look, the white Germans was treating the white Jewish people just as bad as how black people got treated in slavery. I'm being serious. They was treating them. They was lynching them, just like they was lynching black people. They was lynching Jewish people back in the day. So how if they had so much power, they wouldn't have been getting lynched. they wouldn't have, Anne Frank wouldn't have been going through all that stuff in the cabins if they were so superior. Huh? They wouldn't went through all that. And still to this day, I'm gonna tell you some Palestinians, and I know y'all want to hear this, but the Palestinians and them damn Arabs, they own white slaves, they own black slaves, and they still do, still to this day. Still to this day. So Kyrie Irving, Farrakhan, y'all got so much issue. Y'all had so much issue with the white Jewish people. But guess what? Y'all need to stay in y'all lane. Because the Arabs are the one that own everything around here. We looking at the damn, when we looking at the damn guns and drugs in the black community. I'm going to tell you something. I grew up in the South. My family from the South. But I live in the hood now. And I'm going to tell you something. When I was practicing Islam, I was still living in the country. But I would go all the way to the city to go to the mosque and practice with at the mosque, the Orthodox mosque. I would hear my black Muslim brothers. They always had problems with white Jewish people and white Christians. But guess what? I would go to the hood to visit a lot of my Muslim brothers in the hood. A lot of them lived in the projects. I ain't seen not now one Jewish business in the black community. I'm being serious. When I was practicing Islam, I would go to some of the hoodest malls in VA. I'm talking about malls where we're known for nothing but niggas. And guess what? I ain't seen no Jewish businesses in them places. I would run into damn Arabs and shit. I was running in these damn East Indian Muslims. I would go up and I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, I know you from the mosque. Oh, yeah, brother. I'm like, what the hell? They damn near own everything in these malls. I'm trying to tell y'all, white Jewish people and white Christians don't have no economical foothold in black communities. Not one bit. Not one bit. So if Kyrie Irving and Farrakhan and all these people that want to be anti-Semitic, y'all got to go on with that shit, because I'm going to tell you something. They don't live in y'all communities. They don't. Even when you go to New York and they go to the places where the Jewish people, Hasidics, live, I'm going to tell you something. They don't fuck with nobody that ain't them. But you go, and they ain't in the black community. But when I go to certain parts of New York, well, majority black people, guess who own all the stores? These damn Asians and these goddamn Arabs.
Damn.
I don't see Jewish people. I don't see no man with no black hat and no curls on the side and no white shirt and no black pants. I don't see that shit. I see Arab with a towel, some bedrooms, some bed flip-flops, little dirty old flip-flops and them hairy ass legs, and a damn pillowcase and a bedspread wrapped up on their head. I see them in y'all community. Yeah. You go play the lottery. Heady up and down. They with their little damn cash register. That old dirty ice cream that's y'all that they sell y'all. It be Arabs. Yes, Arabs on this shit. Black them. I'm trying to tell you, black people, y'all gotta get out of that stuff. Kyrie Irving, come on now. I don't believe none of that shit.
And
I don't care.
My bad, right? Throwing back to Kyrie Irving. Who was the one who started that bull crap with Kyrie Irving? Was it the Jew? Was it the Jews? Who brought that out about what Kyrie Irving posted on Twitter? Remember?
Chinese.
There you go. The owner of the Brooklyn Nets, who was a goddamn Asian from Hong Kong. He's American now, but he's not even Jewish. So he the one started all this bull crap, and he's not even Jewish himself. So what the hell he started that shit for? See, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Y'all get caught. That's why I put the thing that remember that YouTube video I threw out there. Israelites being deceived or something to that degree. You get caught up. See, again, you're getting caught up. And but I take that back. But here's what the game is, and this is what we looking at. See, don't get so goddamn quick to jump on every damn thing that come about because somebody says something black. Y'all better be like, there's a thing called control opposition again. Again, here's Kyrie threw out something, but it was a goddamn non-Jew who the one said something. It's called stir. And y'all got so happy and started because he posted something about Hebrews and Negroes, which again, a Pentecostal pastor. Now that's what he said he was. I didn't say that. He said it his own damn self. Who don't live in America no more. He's living in Africa. And by the way, when all of this controversy went out, what happened? His sales of the books, his documentaries started getting, man, people started renting it and buying the hell out them books. Somebody said that even the book prices went up since that had happened. I don't know. I didn't check that, so I can't verify that. But so he made plenty money. Him and goddamn it, Amazon made plenty money off of that so-called controversy. But where did that money go? Did that money come back to any of the Israelite community? No, it went right back to him and his Protestant churches, his friends, and hell, he way in Africa. He don't even live over here with y'all no more. He don't even live in America no more. He got the hell out of here. Evidently, he talking all this captivity stuff, but he ain't even in America. How did they, wait a minute. He's supposed to be in captivity. How they let him escape and go to Africa then? How the hell he escape and go to Africa? Oh, he escaped the plantation. He found the Underground Railroad. See, come on, bro. But they keep y'all, excuse me, y'all. They keep y'all so hyped up emotionally. Y'all don't pay attention. If all I got to do, this is what happened even with the voting with Trump and Biden. This is how they played black folk. I'm just saying, you have to, I ain't telling y'all should have voted. I'm just telling you how they played with black people's emotion, like on Friday. Played with your emotion, Smokey. They played y'all with the race card. They played black people with the race card. Y'all know before Trump used to be around and hung out with every goddamn black celebrity and black politicians, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. There was a thing, y'all can go on YouTube and find it, where Jesse Jackson said Donald Trump had did more for black people than anybody. Now, that's what he said a long time ago, but, you can't listen to Jesse Jackson too much. He's a whoever, because Trump was paying him. Trump, when it gave him his campaign office when he was running for president, gave him some office space. So, but anyway, but all of a sudden, the reason I'm just throwing this out is that they played so-called black Americans with racism again. That's all you got to do. Throw out the racism and you'll distract the hell out of us. You'll distract the hell out of us in America when you just keep us focused. Racism. CNN did it so good. That witchcraft they were doing in that bush on that damn channel. I gotta make sure I don't, because I'm getting too hyped now. But I forgot this ain't Culture Freedom. This Liberation Tabernacle. I almost gonna get a little raw. CNN them played the hell out of that. That's all they kept pounding the whole 4 years. They kept pounding in black folks' ears. Racism. You couldn't focus on nothing else. Racism. And today, everybody wanted Biden in there. The man who was the one who orchestrated the goddamn crime bill that started locking black folks up left and right, that crime bill, the drug thing, right? First time offender, but knocking your socks off. The sister, Miss Johnson from Memphis, they locked her up. First time offender, knocked her socks off. But she got out because of the bill, with Kim Kardashian and them, they was all doing. They got out of they got out. Anyway, I forgot what it's called right now. They got out. Everybody thought Biden was going to be all black folk were crying for Biden. They came out in so-called goddamn record numbers. Now, you know what? You don't hear black folks saying a mumbling damn word now. They ain't complaining, saying a damn word about Biden. High-ass gas prices, eggs, they say eggs going up, prices of eggs going up, hell, everything going up. I mean, every damn thing is going up. The price of free. The price of free don't even went up. What it was free don't went up. God damn it, it's free now. It don't went up. Every damn thing that went up, and black folks ain't saying a mumbling damn word about his ass. Now I'm shut up on after this one day. And remember, they just did something, y'all. They showed y'all, they were talking about Trump. They found and I just throw this out. I should have did this on Coach. They found top secret documents in Trump home. How about they don't found some in his goddamn house, Biden house? But ain't the black folks ain't saying shit. They ain't saying a goddamn word. But the point that I'm making of, not to get y'all involved in politics, but what I'm saying is they play us every time with the goddamn race card, and that distracts the hell out of us. That's why they want your ass on weed at the same time, so your mind can be defogged and you get your ass on. Oh, Dave, I went to the weed, didn't I? You smoking that goddamn, you went to that goddamn weed, and your mind already, you can't think. So all you gotta do is just keep on pounding your ass with other false stuff, and you're gonna be distracted every time. Now throw it back to my brother right there on the weed doctrine.
No. You know what? That's where I was gonna go to. I'm glad you brought that up about Biden and not doing nothing for black people. Because listen, Kamala Harris is a damn Ahrayah. She's a goddamn coolie. There ain't nobody said shit about her. Black people ain't got no problem with her. And she's a goddamn Ahrayah. Yeah, she's a coolie. And the only reason why black people even was liking her because she went to a HBCU. Yeah. She was flaunting that shit. And guess what? I'm glad you said about that weed, approve the weed, because if you go back, listen to Kamala Harris, when she went on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the fraud, because I don't like that nigga Charlemagne, I don't give a fuck. But Kamala Harris went up there, and when she was trying to connect with black people, first thing she said, yeah, I smoke weed. I smoke weed, listen to Cardi B and Phife Dawg. You remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Listen to Snoop Dogg and somebody she was saying, Tupac, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ain't no black people commenting on her. And guess what? When she went up there, she got all about black people. Guess what she said? What's that? Guess what she said? I'm gonna help the Asian American community out. She gave grants for Asian and Middle Eastern Americans to get business grants to be able to set up businesses.
Wow.
She didn't approve nothing for black people.
And
she didn't approve nothing for you niggas.
Yes, sir. And then, brother, you see her arrest record for locking black folks up for goddamn marijuana?
Yeah, but then they approved marijuana. See what I'm saying? In California, she was locking up black people in Cali. Top prosecutor. But that's y'all home girl.
Knocking their socks off.
And look, they want to blame white Jewish people, but guess what? Kamala, a Middle Eastern.
She married to a Jew too, ain't she?
They blame Barack Obama. He was a Muslim. He wasn't Jewish. He was Muslim. Yeah, so I'm going to pass that back to you, but I'm glad that you brought that up about the Biden proven weed, because his little co-star, Kamala, she was talking about she smoked weed and listened to Cardi B.
Damn.
But then she was locking black women up and black people up for weed offenses.
Mm-hmm. And you don't even see nothing
and this
from
ain't
her
Jewish
either.
people.
No, sir.
That she ain't Jewish.
Yep, you don't see nothing from her either. And you know what? I remember, since you said that too, I remember going back something too, brother. I was seeing with our sister, Harriet Tubman. I remember that movie I was watching there. when the movie came out, and they was even showing that with Sister Harriet Tubman when she got up to up north, that she connected with, it was a Jew, so called, what they call a Jew, European Jew, that had started helping her when she went up north. And with the Underground Railroad, I just thought about that. I remember that in that movie. That's what and the thing here is with Farrakhan. That's why I said that book. I didn't get the book, but I seen some excerpts from it. Now, when Farrakhan them talk about the secret relationship between blacks and Jews, there truly is a secret relationship between blacks and what they're calling Jews, what we call Jews today, the European Jews of Judaism. That truly is a secret relationship, but not what Farrakhan then was trying to put out in the book. Now, I hadn't read the book, so I really can't tell y'all what the book, but excerpts I've seen or what they're trying to perceive that I was gonna say they're our enemy. It is like the Moors said, that how the Moors said, they went into Spain and they civilized the people. And a lot of people be trying to, well, are you, like, I see a lot of debates on YouTube. I always talk about the Oscar nod, especially when this thing with Kyrie. How y'all get into this? How y'all get into it? Well, have y'all ever heard of proselytes? Hell, we taught them. Even y'all talk about Edomites. The Edomites. Well, y'all almost ain't never read in the Bible where David went in there and he made the Edomites. Basically, I would say start studying Torah, forced it on them and taught them the culture. Y'all ain't never read that in Kings and stuff, have you? What Brother David did, right? Not David Israel, my brother David Israel, right there, the Moreh, but King David, with the Edomites. Yeah. So even y'all New Testament that y'all claim to love so damn much, did you know a lot of those people that y'all? Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Before I even get to the New Testament, y'all talk about Jonathan Maccabees and all these Maccabeans. Y'all know that those they wasn't melanated as y'all say Jews. Y'all do know that, don't you? These were, y'all go back and look at the Hasmoneans and a lot of this stuff. Damn, I need to get my book over there. My African Heritage Study Bible, my encyclopedia, and damn, maybe I can pull it up on this screen, and you will see that a lot of these people, when history. That's why I'm tripping off it too. I always keep wondering, damn, why they don't ever teach out this African Heritage Bible or even encyclopedia? They running that damn I shouldn't say damn. They are here up and run to what's that damn, what's that Bible I'm trying to say, man? Zondervan. They quick to run the Zondervan now. But here's some research and book studies that was done by, well, I'm gonna say Christian theologians and with the help of the Israelites community. Yeah, the African Heritage Bible. Do y'all know that? Yeah, but I be seeing on a lot of these websites when they referring Bibles and stuff and books to get. I never seen them refer anything about the African Heritage Bible, and it's a King James version at that too. It's King James. But the study and the research that's in it is what I'm talking about, especially the encyclopedia. That encyclopedia, I got some I'm going to pull up and I'm put this on the screen right fast. I'm going to let y'all see this. Now, this is true or not, you got to take it up with this brother here. Now, this is a brother who done his work with with the Israelite community. Now he's showing right here on the screen, talk about the Hasmoneans, right? And the Maccabean group. Now, here we go. He says the Hasmoneans, the name of the Maccabean dynasty was which governed Judea from the time of the Greek Maccabees revolt until the Roman conquest in 60 as he say, BC, according to Flavius Josephus. Um, what's the name? I can't even forget the name right now. Damn, I can't pronounce the damn name. As Monius was the great grandfather of Mattathias, the father of the Maccabees. Although the name referred to the whole dynasty, it is restricted to the head of the people from 135 BC to 63 BC, while the name Maccabees is reserved to Judas. Jonathan. Now, first of all, Jonathan, y'all, now you heard Judas, and we see now in our modern Bibles Judas and Mattathias. They say like Mattathias, they kind of say that. But Jonathan, oh, do Jonathan sound like a Hebrew name to you? Do Jonathan sound Hebrew? Okay, I'm just asking. And we know that like the other names, Simeon and all of this stuff, wasn't either. We know these modern terms. But it says Judas and Jonathan and Simeon, son of the Mattathias. The history of the entire Jewish people is better known from the works of Flavius Josephus, from the books of the first and second Maccabees. Now check this out. Here we go. The Maccabees were a group of brothers who were actually from the house of Maccabees, a form of converted Greek Jews who were white. Oh, now this is the African Heritage Study Bible Encyclopedia and Concordance. This is what this come from, that I'm reading this from. It says again, the Maccabees were a group of brothers who were actually the house of Maccabees, a form of converted Greek Jews who were white. Now, this is what this brother has in this concordance, African Heritage Study Bible. Now, let me see, go down here, read a little bit more right fast. And at the end, it's about the Maccabees anyway. It says, this family, perhaps most lonely, fought to maintain the strongholds of the Jews during the 400 silent years. Now, this 400 silent years is when, brothers and sisters, as they teach, and I've heard it said through biblical scholars and whatnot, talk about the 400 years was what they said when it was the end of, when the end of what the Tanakh had ended, and there was no writing between, as they say, between the Tanakh and the so-called New Testament. There was a 400-year silence. This is what they say, and that's when the Apocrypha and all of this came about. So this is what they talk about, the 400-year silence. It says they constantly fought against the invading Greeks of the north and maintained this warfare against the invasion of the Romans in 63 BC. The house of the Maccabees fell into the domination of the Roman province of Syria. But who would it say that the house of Maccabees come from? Converted Greek Jews. See, now we hear about, brothers and sisters, we hear about a lot of the like, especially the camps talk about, right? Because like brother Moreh, you was brought some up earlier about you was talking about who were the nations that Paul went to, and he went into a lot of these areas that we know when so-called black folks or whatnot. He went into all these European or Greek countries and stuff, Athens, what's it, Corinthians and Corinth, and I can't even think, Ephesia, these places like that. That's where he went. Now remember, because Paul himself was a mixed breed. Yeah, he was a mixed breed himself. So, but anyway, so he went into those areas, and when you can wonder why. So you can see really why, because there was a lot of converts. But like I said, again, we hear about that there was a lot of Israelites who were Hellenized. We hear that story, but we don't never truly hear about that, how a lot of Greeks actually converted. Now they might call it Judaism, but we hear about a lot of Greeks who actually converted to the Israelite tradition as well. Now you're going to read the history. You can look all of this stuff up, but when you do read it in the history, it's going to say Judaism. That's what, how it's been written. Who people who have charge of writing things. But we don't get it twisted. We know how to dissect, and we know what they mean. Ain't nobody gonna say, well, if you looking for them to say the Black Israelites, I know we don't really use that term ourselves, but the Black Israelite tradition or religion, come on now, y'all know better than that. Take it for what it's worth, and do your research and know who it's talking about. I and the book I have over here, brother, what that brother is saying in those now, that's a Christian scholar, now a Christian theologian who did this African Heritage Bible. But even to back that up, I have what's called a pictorial history. The pictorial history of the early Jews, and it even has a lot of that history in there. Now, even though we talk about Jews, and y'all going to see Europeans, but there's a lot of great history in there. Like I said, I don't get twisted up and see, because I'm saying they saying Judaism. I understand what they're talking about and who they talking about, even though they might throw some pictures, but even a lot of that goes to the first century with the pictures they have in there. But that book has a lot of great history in there, in that book. And I got to give a credit what credit is due to made me even buy that book. I didn't find the one that he actually showed. Even Bishop Nathaniel. That's why I even he was showing something in one of those books. He had a picture book. He had a book similar to that. I couldn't find the one that he had, but I bought this one off eBay for just probably about $5 or something. And it has some great history. It goes into the Maccabees. It go into all their revolt. But the point that I'm saying here is, it started talking about the Greeks, in which we don't too much hear from a lot of our community. We talk about how we were Hellenized, but there was on the same side too, as a lot of Israelites were being Hellenized and taking on Greek culture. There was a lot of Greeks who actually did the same thing, took on a lot of the Israelite culture and became a part of the Israelite tradition, which AKA the Maccabees. So they fought, as we talk about again. We just had Hanukkah, about almost a month ago, a couple of weeks ago, the commemoration of Hanukkah. So yeah, it was Greek converts who fought to maintain for YAH the temple and put that back together. So, but anyway, that's some great history, man, that y'all got to get it. But because I keep wondering, that book even goes into about the Jews, who the true actually Yuhadim were. I just was like always wondering, because I had the African Heritage Study Bible and thing. I was like, damn, why the Israelites don't promote that book? Why they don't promote it? Because it somewhat goes what they talk about, because they always say this person was black, that person was black, this person was black. That's what it promotes. What they promoted with damn, they don't. They always talking about damn Zondervan. But anyway, I'm just was wondering. It's just like, that's something I was wondering. And that book has a lot of stuff that probably will bag up a lot of their doctrine. That shows, like we talk about that, like with what's his name? Again, Kyrie, as Moreh was talking about earlier, about who the Shemites were. That book goes into that and show you a lot of that. I mean, it's an excellent book for study. Excellent book. You can find it on eBay. It's probably got it now about I don't know. I think I got mine for about $30-some on eBay. I think it was. Some you can see some gonna be high as on or what. Some they might have $100, but just keep on searching, and you will see it. It's called that. Let me see. Let me grab it. Let me grab it right fast. Let me grab it. Let me grab it right fast. Yeah, it's called it's listed as the Winston's Original African Heritage Study Bible, Encyclopedia Concordance. Next time I do a video, I show y'all the book itself, because I'm not on the camera today. But yeah, because it even goes into the Gentiles. It tells you again about the Gentiles, and I do a video and I show y'all some of this stuff in here. Let me see here. I'm just gonna say one part and show you about the Gentiles. Talk about the Gentiles. It says like under this part about Gentiles. It was because of this that Jesus and now because they Christians, like I told y'all, they was Christians who did this, right? It was Christians who put this together. So they got some stuff about Jesus and all of this stuff in here. But it says Gentiles. Here we go. Let me see what I need to go. Let me just go here. It says, in spite of these racialist remnants. Oh, I ain't screen sharing. Let me screen share again. I want to screen share. Boom, boom. Let me see. Damn, can I enlarge this? I need to enlarge it a little bit here. There we go. Right there. See, right there we go at the top right there. In spite of these racialist remnants, the attitude of the New Testament to the Gentiles is racially, radically different from that of the contemporary Judaism. The cause of this is that Judaism today is passing as the original white only with Gentiles of today. But during the time of the biblical historical, excuse me, let me go back. It says, but during the time of biblical historical days, the Jews were black and the Gentiles mainly white, which made for the difference in attitude. It says, it was during the time of Alexander's invasion that the Gentiles began to come into Palestine. And from that point, the Alexandrian Gentiles began to intermix through marriage. You see that, y'all? Come on now. See, we gotta do the history for real. And this was what happened a lot. This we talk about really the secret relationship between blacks and Jews and really how they even became Jews in the first place. And the dominance with the indigenous Jews and became what is known today at the proselyte Jews. This is the same application that applies to the Jews of Western Europe. The Gentile Jews were almost dominant during the advent of Jesus, the son of Joseph and Mary. It says, it is because of this that Jesus and the existing Greek Jews or proselytes were always at odds. Y'all see this? You see what this saying? Let's go back right fast. The part that I don't have highlighted. It says this is the same application that applies to the Jews of Western Europe. The Gentile Jews were mostly dominant during the advent of Jesus, the son of Mary. And I ain't advocating Jesus, but I'm just showing y'all what this is saying. Because again, now, even when you're reading, though, the Bible would talk about Herod. What was Herod? And even this, I don't have this on here. It's not on his part. But Herod, it was said to be, he was supposed to have been an Edomite, right? But he was what? He was the king of Judea at that time, wasn't it? And y'all know the history of how he got into be that. And so like Herod and all of that, King Agrippa and all of them, right? But anyway, they was apostolate. They wasn't true bloodline Yehudim. But anyway, he was ruling as the king of the Jews, but he was an Edomite. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish this all right fast. It must be remembered that when the Bible scriptures break down of the Gentiles, the scripture is primarily speaking of the white people that lived in the north. Wait a minute. See, the table of nations even says this. That goes into this. When y'all go into the table of nations, Genesis chapter 10, right? Does it not? But you see what it's saying here. And I go back over to another part, the first part of it, we talk about Gentiles. It said the Gentiles developed from two known sources in the Bible. Now, this is what they going into Esau and all of this stuff. Me and Moreh, we went into this before, in which we don't agree with this part. It says the Gentiles developed from two known sources in the Bible, from the sons of the sons of Isaac, Esau, whose name was changed to Edom and developed into the tribe of the Edomites. So that's the part we really don't get it now. It said Elijah servant was cursed to the color of white, and also his seed, Kings 5. But this just going here, just telling you, breaking down the Gentile. See the word right? You see what Gentile, and it just go right here, right fast, and it says that. And there were one thing for certain that is that they were not black people. Talk about Gentiles. It says European buyers put it that Gentiles are anyone who are not Jews. There is no statement that has been ever so incorrect. The Egyptians, the Mesopotamians, the Canaanites, etc., were never considered to be Gentiles. Yet they definitely were not Yuhadim or Jews. The only people during the biblical times and even of today that are considered Jews are those who are descendants of the tribe of Yehuda. So that's just a little something. Let me see. I think I got one more part that's highlighted. Yeah. It said the Gentiles are always spoken of as the people of the north, the Isles of the Gentile. In the Old Testament, they were simply called the people, the Goim. This is a term that has been both a ethnic and a religious connotation. I just stop right there. So anyway, y'all see that, brothers and sisters, and this is a great book, man. This is what you get out of this book, the Winston's Original African Heritage Study Bible. And I do more on this book and show y'all some stuff that's in here. It's great, man. I love it. It's one of my go-to books when I look up some things. Now, some things it does not have definition for. Some things it don't have a definition. It'll just give you what they call scriptures and verses out of certain things. If it don't have a definition, to just show you where scripture is located. But certain things it give you like that right there, like look up Gentile, man, it'll go in deep, give you the breakdown. Jew, look up the word Jew in there, give you the breakdown of who are the real Yuhadim or whatnot. So yeah, it's excellent. Now the study Bible itself, I'll be honest, I really don't study out of the study Bible. I just basically have it as a collector's item, actually. But I don't study out of it. You know, I just have it for a collector's item. But yeah, I do have it. And I would say because I'm trying to move away from all that King James stuff, but that's not the reason I don't study out of it though. But yeah, brother. So we're gonna hold y'all long. I see is Moreh got anything he just want to throw in here, and we're gonna jump up out of here with y'all, brothers and sisters. You know, we're just happy to be in here with y'all today, brothers and sisters.
I got one more thing I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir.
Too. One thing I am also gonna say is when you're looking at a lot of these, especially the doctrines of as we was talking tonight, a lot of y'all gotta look at also. Don't just I want y'all to take a look at this because I didn't really get this until I started to really get deeper into studying, you know, like the background and everything of a lot of these organizations I've been a part of. One thing I want y'all to look at, and I mentioned this earlier about the money trail, and other Moreh Ahrayah, he spoke about this too earlier too about the H.L. Hunt. Just look at the people who was teaching some of these guys. Like when we looked at Noble Drew Ali, he preached Islam. But look at where the organization, what they was rapping. India. Jesus in India. He was calling himself a Moorish Asiatic. Moorish Asiatic. What does that got to do with us? And then when you look at that Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad studied out of the Maulana Muhammad Ali Quran. the real Maulana Muhammad Ali killed so many goddamn black people, even white people was like slow the hell down. You look at also the people who helped to bring Islam over here, the Ahmadiyya community. Just look at it. These were Pakistanis that immigrated over here. What we're looking at, Wafdi Muhammad. Same thing with him. With, you know, he even said, he talked about his father accepting money from Farad Muhammad, who was Arab. But Wafdi Muhammad was accepting Arab money also. He wasn't so far from it. He wasn't. So we're looking at also, like I mentioned earlier, 12 tribe chart. That Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, the Mexicans, everybody they want to push. But look at it. All these, the heads of these camps, they wives are damn Puerto Ricans, Dominican, Mexicans. Look what their family's background is. Drugs. I don't care what y'all say. All Spanish people deal drugs. All of them. Not nail one of them they don't. Same thing with them. That's how it is. They all come over here with drug money. All of them. Hell, they had a documentary about Griselda Blanca. And the guy she had a black boyfriend. I forgot his damn name. There was a movie about him. I think it was called Cocaine Cowboys. And I was watching it, and I forgot the dude's name. He was out of Oakland. Man, I wish I could find his map. I think I could pull it up real quick. I think I can pull it up real quick. Charles Crosby, that was his name. Charles Crosby. He was a brother that was raised in Oakland. He was saying how Griselda Blanca was funding him. Griselda Blanca is from Colombia. She was the one to put him up on the dope game. Now, in that movie, I remember him saying he wrote at the end of, his dope life, he reached out to Griselda Blanca. Was like, look, I don't want to do this no more. He said she was stalking the hell out of his ass. All because he didn't want to sell dope no more. Same thing with Frank Lucas. Same thing with him too. He wanted to get about dope game. All his Spanish friends got rid of him. All these guys, I guarantee you, hey, Moreh, Ahrayah, I guarantee you, if you get some of these camps, these black camps, Israelite camps, they stop preaching the damn Spanish people. They stop preaching the anti-Semitic comments. I guarantee you they'll be broke as hell. I guarantee you they'll be struggling like hell. But they keep preaching it, they're going to keep getting funded. That's why I try to tell y'all got to look at the doctrine that they push. They let you know right there who fund them. They let you know. That they let you know. Same do with Farrakhan. That's why he never talked about the Arab slave trade. Because he knows as soon as we start to them, Arabs going to stop funding their ass. They know. Same thing. And you know what, Moreh, Ahrayah? I used to, back when I had my camp some years ago, when I was in the little, when I was in some of these camps and all that, you know what I was told? When I used to always teach against that 12 tribe chart. You know what they used to do, a lot of them brothers?
What's that, bro?
Used to do? A lot of them brothers used to, brother. I don't know why you got a problem with these brothers. I don't know why you got a problem with these other nations. Why you got a problem with your Israelite? But I'm being serious with you. I would get chastised like hell. But guess what? If I was preaching all these Zaboks, all these GLCC, they stopped teaching all that. We aren't one with Arabs and Spanish people. I guarantee you ain't gonna see them on YouTube. Huh. And I'm gonna give somebody a shout out, even though I know they Messianic Watchmen's Reports. I don't know if you know who they is. You know what I'm talking about? The couple Watchmen's Reports.
Oh, yes, sir.
Them, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Even though they Messianic, I'm not gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk bad about them. Let me tell you why. They did a couple years ago. Y'all know they do their little documentaries, White It Out. It's called White It Out. They did one of their White It Out documentaries. They debunked that 12-tribe chart. And I'm gonna tell you something. They had the Israelite community on edge. I'm being serious. I'm talking about. They had, you know who was getting mad at them? And I'm gonna tell you, I looked at that documentary. Won't nothing that they said was wrong. You know who they pissed off the most? They pissed off the Spanish people for their documentary. You know who they pissed off more?
Black people.
Black people. Black people. And I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't nothing racial. It wasn't no hatred. It was just speaking of history. They went into why Puerto Ricans ain't Israelites. They went into why Cubans ain't Israelites. They just went into history, and our own people that look like us was getting mad at them. I'm trying to tell y'all gotta get up out of this, man. And that Kyrie Irving, man, and them Farrakhan's and all that little stuff that he say, these people aren't even in this community. Why are they speaking on our community? They're Muslims. Speak about them Arabs. And you know what, Moreh, Ahrayah, something you mentioned earlier about how they was trying to take that Hebrews and Negroes documentary off Amazon. Let me tell you something. Jeff Bezos is half Iranian. Iran is a Muslim-dominated country. They won't gonna do that.
Nah.
They won't gonna do. Same thing with the Apple iPhones y'all love so much. Steve Jobs was half Iranian, half Arab. So y'all gotta look at who really running stuff. Jewish people ain't running nothing. It's these Arabs and these damn Spanish people and some of these other nations. So y'all gotta get right. Y'all got to. Once they start going against them, I guarantee you, they gonna see the truth. Shoot. So yeah, y'all wake the hell up. Y'all niggas out here with your 12-tribe charts and your little light-skinned Spanish girlfriends. Y'all go on somewhere. Y'all get out of there. Come back to Tanakh. So I'm gonna just say, you want me to lead out?
One quick thing, brother. Why you mentioned something about Farrakhan? I'm just gonna throw this in here. And like Farrakhan, because you mentioned about the money, and we know the Nation of Islam was getting money from Muammar Gaddafi, and he all Farrakhan with my partner, my friend Gaddafi. But Gaddafi and some black folks, man, they were loving Gaddafi. Damn Gaddafi. and slave having ass. Like he was dogging Africans out over there. Because they showed a
Yep.
documentary. Even his wife had a sister. And remember now, even after they so-called, they act like slavery was really running rapid after they killed him. No, that it was already going on. Cause they were showing, cause CNN and all them was showing it, how they was dogging the brothers and sisters out, playing like they was trying to get them to go to, they was gonna help them get to Europe, and they was enslaving them brothers and sisters. And Barack, that's when Barack Obama was in office. They talking about how slavery just started. The Arabs, they slaving the Africans in there. Hell, Gaddafi then was doing it too, because again, they showed a documentary with Muammar Gaddafi's wife. She had an African sister as a I don't know if we call it a maid, a servant, whatever the hell. She might have been a slave, but anyway, the sister did something that his wife didn't like. She threw acid in that woman's face and just messed that woman's face up. So Muammar Gaddafi didn't give
Yep.
a damn about no damn black folks, but you had black folks over here was crying crocodile tears too about Muammar Gaddafi. Damn Gaddafi, because he didn't
Yep.
like America. Remember the brothers, the El Rukins? See, he was just trying to give money to them because he didn't like America. He was just trying to use black folks to do his damn dirty work. He didn't give a. Well, I'm gonna shut my mouth. I was about to use some real strong profanity, but it just tripped me out how black folk. It pissed me off. Don't trip me out. How black folk we run and try to cry crocodile tears with these damn folks. Y'all better pay attention to these goddamn leaders who they getting their money from. Why they kind of mislead y'all and thinking everybody on y'all goddamn team. Like Moreh was saying earlier, when y'all look around y'all community, see who own what. Everywhere you look, they got the damn the West Indians, the Hindus owning all the this stinking ass, little rinky dink ass hotels. They got all of the corner stores you got around here. Ain't number goddamn Arabs in there. That's all that you get in there. Um, like, is it all you got? You don't see nobody else. That's them. They running this shit, man. But maybe in Hollywood. And then even the thing about it, y'all talk about Hollywood. A lot of them people, y'all say, them the Jews, them fucking Zionists. Even because Dave, you mentioned something earlier, Moreh, you mentioned something earlier, and I'm glad you mentioned that part. Even when people see, we have to again, brother, we have to see like this what Kanye kind of got in trouble. They were saying you have to point out who was say the goddamn names who you're really talking about, because it's like a lot of us, you know, with the messianic community doing what they do, and people just start saying Israelites, Israelites, the Israelites. I'm Israel. Moreh David Israel. We Tanakh only. We ain't involved in that silly shit that a lot of them doing. So when people, if y'all don't say, be specific who you talking about, don't lump everybody else in that bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So even with
Yeah.
the so-called Jewish community, y'all said the Jewish community, the Jews did. A lot of them motherfuckers are Zionists over there in Israel. You know what? And a lot of
Yeah.
so-called Jews don't like that. And there's a bunch of Jews. Because Dave made me you made me laugh. Really, you were talking about this those who the black hats with the little curls. I can't think of what group this is, but they be out there protesting with the Palestinians because they say
The
that
Hasidics.
Hasidics. There you go. I seen some history about them in that African Heritage Study Bible. Hasidic. That's what I thought it, but I didn't want to say it because I wasn't sure. They protest against Israel. They say that the people that's over there, they saying those are Zionists. They say they have no business over there. So when y'all be a lot of people we talk about, well, the Jews over there, they took our land. You got a lot of the so-called what y'all saying Jews, like you said, Hasidics agree with you. They not supposed to be there, but they'll say like that's what the book who was Esau, who was Edom, the guy was in there was going in, he had some information in there. They was talking about Zionism. So even when y'all be trying to teach the history about the Balfour, I can't get that name out. I'm talking so goddamn fast. Balfour Confederation. Notice who you got to be talking about. You talking about Zionists. You're not talking about real so-called biblical Torah study Jews. You talking about Zionists. So there's a difference when we're saying shit. We got to be precise. Who we talking about? Put the proper name on it. When you saw it, like talking about the Jew, who, what type? There's different types of Jewish community. Hell, we Yehudim, we Jews. So who the hell y'all talking about? Be specific when you talk about Jew. You got Reformed Jews, you got conservative Jews, you got liberal Jews, you got hell ultra orthodox Jews. So who the hell y'all talking about? Zionists. And most of like the Jews will say, most of the people in America, y'all talk about running Hollywood. Like I said, they don't give a shit about Judaism. They don't give a nothing about the Torah. They hide under the name of so-called Jew or Judaism, but they don't even study Torah or keep up Shabbat and none of that stuff. They use it as a front, but they're not into that. So again, we have to be specific, like as so-called Israelites. We don't want us to be lumped in the same bunch with what these dumbass camps out here doing. Moreh, Liberation, don't lump us in that bullshit. Be Pacific. And excuse my language, but this is the same thing with everybody. We have to be Pacific. Because again, like you're saying, even during the civil rights movement, there was a lot of people on our team. So the real, what Farrakhan and them to tell the goddamn truth is, again, the secret relationship between the blacks and the Jews and him and them funk ass Arabs, as they be bringing out. The secret relationship between the blacks and them goddamn Arabs. That's what we need. We need to put everything on the table and be truthful about a lot of shit. Now, and Dave, now I'm gonna end on it. Now, where that book yet? The secret relationship between blacks and Arabs. Where that damn book yet?
Good question. Good question. Now, look,
you can take us on out, bro. You can take us out now. I'm through.
No. I'm glad you brought that out, brother. They ain't look. Colin ain't make no damn lecture about that, did he? The Arabs had in Islam, they brag about Bilal being a black man. They brag about that. Muhammad's slaves being black. They brag on that. They brag on that. Y'all don't check their ass. Y'all, nobody. Hey, look, Moreh, Ahrayah, I'm going to drop some on y'all. For y'all to say that Esau is the white man, I'm going to correct y'all. Esau is them damn Arabs. Yeah. Y'all want to have a fight? Let's fight them damn Arabs.
Yeah, I want to hear that, bro.
You want to fight Esau? Go up in them damn corner stores, shut them things down. Shut them things down. Y'all want to fight against the real powers? Go up in them corner stores and tell Habib to get the hell out y'all community. Tell them that. Because guess what? Y'all ain't going to do that because y'all know as soon as y'all do, y'all ain't going to have no weed plug. Y'all ain't going to have no drug plug. Y'all ain't going to have nothing. Y'all go shut them damn Asians down that own these little beauty supply stores. You black women ain't going to have no damn weeds. Y'all ain't going to, you ain't going to have no weeds. You ain't going to have no damn them little fake purses, them fake little leather latex dresses y'all wear on IG. Y'all ain't going to have none of that. Y'all ain't going to have them little fake Jordans. Y'all like to wear them little Jordans. Them little tired shoes. Y'all ain't going to have that. So yeah, go ahead and fight them. Go fight them Arabs. Yeah, go fight them Arabs. Go take their store down and tear that shit down. Y'all ain't gonna do it.
Hell no.
Y'all ain't. They sell y'all that jewelry and turn green. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna do that. Shut them little Arab kiosks down. They go treat you like crap, throw your money at you. Yeah.
And right fast, you know what? Even to buy body oils. I remember I used to sell body oils. Hell, we got to get the goddamn body oils from them. Medina and all that shit. All that from the Arabs.
Yeah. And you know what? And I used to sell oils and incense. I know. You go up in there, they don't, black folks ain't got not one company that makes the damn oils for them. None of them. Ain't none of them got not one store or not one manufacturer that produces that shit. Now, none of them. I used to sell all that stuff, oils, incense, soaps. The man that started the one company, I think it was called Jihan or Mohan, one of them. It was a brother that started it. But guess who owns it now? Arabs. Arabs own the company. You know that company, I think it's called, used to be called Mohan.
I don't know.
And was started in D.C.
No, I don't know that one.
By a brother. That place is owned by the Arabs now. Place owned by the Arabs now. Whole company. Trust me, I know. I used to get my oils and incense from a brother, and guess what? That brother had to go all the way to New York with them funky Arabs to get it. Yeah, you ain't got, and even when y'all black folks do try to get wholesale, guess what? That stuff could come all the way from China. They got a place, Alibaba. It's called AliExpress.
Yeah.
The Asians own it. And guess what? If you, as a black person in America, try to go and get wholesale, them Asians will act like they ran out of every goddamn thing. I'm going to tell y'all something. There was a time, I'm a licensed barber, cosmetologist, instructor. There was a time where I wanted to own a beauty supply store. There was a time where I was going to go get a building and, get me my own place. Because as a so-called black barber, and you get tired of going to them damn Asians and Arabs to get beauty supplies for the shop. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go get my own thing. Because, you got a lot of black people that are licensed, and not just licensed, but do hair anyway. They get tired of going through them for stuff. Man, I went to AliExpress, which does the wholesale. I was contacting companies that makes the hair, that makes the clothes, that make the earrings, that makes the kufis and the scarves, that makes the product, the manufacturers. Do you know, none of them would answer me back. Dang. The couple that did said it was always out of stock.
This session is no longer being recorded.
Are you good? We good?
Hey, I just want y'all to know, man, you try to go and set up something for yourselves, I'm going to tell you something. Them Arabs and them Asians will cut your ass off. They will cut you off. I know. I'm being serious with you. I'm being serious with you. So Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, I don't know what their problems was, but I don't hear no white Jewish people saying, "Oh, we're gonna cut you off from doing business with you." It's them damn Arabs and them Asians. They the ones that got a thing against y'all. Shoot, BET is owned by DJ Khaled now, and where he from? Palestine. So I want y'all to look at it, man. I want y'all to really get out of that hating Jewish people thing. I want y'all to get out of that. Yeah, because these Asians and Arabs, they got something for your ass. That's all I gotta say. So, yeah, they ain't gonna, y'all black folk, yeah, I'm a black entrepreneur. Go and try to get some of that manufactured stuff from the manufacturers that sell. They gonna cut you off. If you ain't Chinese, got a Chinese name, they ain't gonna wholesale to your ass. Hey, Moreh, Ahrayah, I used to sell oils and incense too. I'm trying to tell you. So yeah. So with that, like I said, man, last words. I'm gonna thank y'all for coming out, man, to this Shabbat lecture. And check us out on our YouTube page, Liberation Tabernacle of YAH. And also check us out on Talk Show, Liberation Tabernacle of YAH. So with that, I would like to thank Moreh Ahrayah Israel. And this is the Chief Rabbi David Israel the Moreh. Shema Israel of the Nalahenu of the Na'akad. In the name of Liberation Tabernacle of YAH, greet you all with Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Goodbye.